third time that I'm recording this footage. I am beyond angry because I'm using my new Elgato. The first time I tried doing the footage was glitchy as hell, and I was trying to use the Elgato recording software. So now I'm using my normal recording software. I'm just saying the Elgato footage through it. So hopefully it looks better, and this time isn't glitchy as all hell. But also, the second time I tried recording this, I was muted the entire time through the footage. Not because I muted myself, but because in order to put in the Elgato, I unplugged everything else so that I could take my computer apart and then plug the Elgato in. Meaning I unplugged my microphone. And when I plug my microphone back in, I have to set everything up again so that my microphone works. So now this is the third time I'm recording this, and guess what? I'm not playing through this zone again. I am going to show me beating the boss, seeing the very last cutscenes of the game, and then I'm gonna show the footage of what's behind the secret gate if you beat the entire game and get all the gems. I'm gonna show what's behind that gate. And then that'll be it. And I'm never coming back to this game again. Because I'm so flippin' annoyed. The levels took everything out of me, and then having to record this another again, and now having to record it again. I'm done. I'm done. I'm over it. I don't want to play this game again. I want to move on to something else. Something that isn't so flippin' annoying. Something that's challenging, but not something that wants me to tear my own eyeballs out with a spoon. So, Neo Cortex came to the past. His old self didn't believe that he's Cortex from the future, and so he knocked him out and locked him in there.
Do you have any idea how stubborn I used to be? Yes. I need to stop him from making you. But I can't kill him because that would kill me. So I guess that means I'll have to kill you. Yoink.
Yeah, he steals all the masks and I have to verse him.
Did you jump on the shoot-o-matic? Cheater!
So, my question is, like, I didn't ask this in the... Fudge me. I didn't ask this in the last footage I had of this game, so I'm gonna ask it now. Why doesn't Neo Cortex just go and kill the Crash Bandicoot that hasn't been made yet? Kill the Bandicoot that Cortex used to create Crash Bandicoot. That would have instantly won instead of getting everything ready to fight me.
Just relax and accept non-existence. Shoot-o-matic! Shoot!
Boom.
Persistent, go!
There we go.
Time out! Time out! Annihilator! Fire!
Okay, then duck. Come on, hit me! You can't even hit me, huh? You can't even get me.
Smell your fleas boiling.
Still got it. Believe it or not, but in the first time I tried doing this, I did it first try as well. So, that's pretty cool.
Yes,
I'm pretty skilled.
The whole world is upside down. Confused? Disoriented? I can see your tiny brain cells frying themselves.
There we go. Gosh, I'm so good at this boss. Boop, boop, boop. There we go, and boom! Right back to sender. Take that. I got one more, and then I just need to do... I got 2 more mosques to go through. First one being time, which is probably the hottest.
Slowly. Ready, set. Power before Cortex.
Touch me. Come on. Boom.
Go.
Go, minion. Boosh. Okay. Mosque. And this one's probably the easiest, because I just need to pay attention to where the lasers are going. It's basically just a massive pattern. It's like a Cuphead boss. You just let your eyes go lazy, and any color that isn't, and any color that you know is not safe, just jump when they reach your tiny little dot.
Assistant, help!
So first assistant is here, second assistant is up here, third assistant is here, and then I just jump over here. Boom! First try.
No.
There we go. Knocked out from boxes.
Must have taken a hit to the old temporal lobe. But a fallen foe can only mean one thing. It came to blows, and I won! My new general's first order of business will be to dispose of you.
We are closer than ever before. Quickly, into the vortex. But Dr. Cortex.
And they're just reusing the footage from Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. They're just reusing that footage.
Explains a lot.
Stay. What are you going to do to me?
Looks like somebody needs a little time out.
Somewhere he can't cause any trouble.
Enjoy the end of the universe.
And goodbye. Nice.
Dingo's Diner is big and ready for you. Say good day to delectable dishes inspired by my interdimensional travels. Enjoy the breeze with our innovative 3-wall dining room design. Dingo's Diner, health and safety rated D for delicious.
Warning, D is a failing sanitation grade and does not stand for delicious.
I've seen that like twice now, but it's still funny. And also, Neo Cortex is like at the end of the universe, but he just sees this as a massive beach. So it's just, yeah, let's just kick back.
Peace at last.
Oh, almost there, good thing. Yes! Victory! Hey, Crash, you're in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
But this is sad. Fudge. If you don't know who Mel Winkler is, he was the voice for Aku Aku, I think. And, yeah, that's real sad. Alright, so, what we're going to do now is we're going to go over to me unlocking the secret vault at the second level of the lost stage. Because if you get all the gems and everything, then there's a secret vault that opens, and I already did it, so I'm going to go over to that footage now, so let's go.
His heavy metal lifestyle for one of smooth jazz. His album My Heart is a Doomsday Device is currently #1 in elevators all over the world.
So this is
He'll
saying
be
what
playing in
happened.
the hotel bar from 3 to 3:30.
So this is saying what happened to everybody.
N.Brio was caught and caged after being mistaken for a flying squirrel. He is on display in the art of taxidermy at Ripperoo's Curious Cabinet of Curiosities.
So,
To fuel his need for speed, Oxide became hooked on caffeine. He was hired as the spokesperson for a leading brand of energy drink. He is currently in rehab and in the throes of a messy divorce. Without their master, Cortex's lab assistants found themselves in need of a new gig. They renovated his blimp, turning it into a successful pop-up shop, specializing in healing crystals. Dingo Dial franchised his restaurant operation, with Dingo's Diner rising to become the first name in chain fast casual dining. They closed overnight with officials citing record health code violations. The original location remains open during its condemnation. After successful expeditions to El Dorado, Shangri-La, Atlantis, and a brief fling with some dweeb named Smathan Trake, Tana is taking a brief hiatus from her adventures to recenter. She's recently taken up scrapbooking. She's not very good yet, but she's getting there. After trying and failing to invent the world's first self-flying flying car, Coco found a new career as an esports champion. Don't forget to follow Kick-Ass Coco and smash that adore button. The Dimensions have heard nothing more of the Doctor's Tropy since Crash foiled their plans. But evil geniuses are harder to squash than cockroaches. And as for me, well, let's just say I'm doing just fine.
no flippin' way. Are you kidding me? Oh yeah, what happened to Neo Cortex? Wait. Oh, you're back. So... okay. So this is the part where I say what my thoughts are on the entire game. Alright, so that's actually kind of cool. A good 100% of the game. To get all of the... to, like, see what everybody did after the events of Crash Bandicoot 4. That's actually really flippin' cool to see. And so N.Gin became a music person. He creates jazz music. N.Brio got placed in a museum, with Ripperoo being the museum god. Apparently, Tanya had a bunch of adventures where she went to Atlantis and yada yada yada. And apparently went on, it's hinted that she went on adventures with Nathan Drake. What? I mean, I know that in Uncharted, Nathan Drake was playing Crash Bandicoot on the TV. But I didn't know that. Okay. Yeah. That's a really cool way to end it. But not only that, like, for the entire playthrough, I was constantly saying, so where's Aku Aku? No, not Aku Aku. Uka Uka. Where's Uka Uka? Where does he fall into all this? And why haven't we seen him? It's because at the end of the game, it shows that Uka Uka comes back from the past. That is very cool. But now it's the time where I talk about what I thought about the game. The game is good. I will say this. The game is good. It's a really good game, and I very much enjoyed playing the game. However, there's a lot to the game that I don't like. There's a lot to the game that I just don't like at all. For instance, the time mask. The time mask is very iffy. It is extremely iffy to use because I feel as though, like I said when I first got it and when I started using it, it should freeze time for a bit longer because the time that it gives you, it just makes you anxious whenever you have to go into a section where you have to use it in order to get to the next area. Another thing I would change is when using the gravity mask, if you switch gravity, you shouldn't still fall upwards. I know what I'm talking about is like minuscule things, but like these minuscule things in a game that's as fine-tuned as Crash Bandicoot and how fine-tuned it needs to be just destroys the platforming. Like, I still fall upwards. Even when I switch gravity to normal, I'll still fall upwards. That does not make sense. Another thing that needs to be fixed is the slam, like the fall slam on the ground. That needs to be fixed because, like, especially in the episode that I can't show you because it's glitched as all hell, in that footage, I did so much of that. I did so much of slamming when I didn't need to because I was switching between A and B so quickly in order to get through levels. Those levels required it to be fine-tuned, and I need to click those buttons as fast as I can. But when I click A and B at the same time, it doesn't do the slam on the ground, and then all of a sudden, in mid-air, when I unclick them both, it will do the slam, which doesn't make any sense, and that is definitely a bug and needs to be fixed. And the final level, I had no practice for that. I had no practice for that. The final level, you basically need to use all the mosques in order to, like, do all the platforming, and you need to do it incredibly fast. And there's no room for error. Like, you need to go and you need to do it perfectly, which took up an hour of me recording. My original footage was 3 hours, and an hour of that was in that one section of the last level. Yeah. Next is the story. The story was actually pretty darn good. I very much like how it continued off of Crash Bandicoot Warped, because since Crash Bandicoot Warped was my first ever video game, I do have a my nostalgia makes me sing to that game and praise it for what it is. And I do like how Neo Cortex was the original villain at the end. And I like the thought that, oh, we have the time moss now, so now he's going to go back in time and it goes back to where it all began. I like that. I actually really do like it, and I really have no gripes with the story. I really enjoyed it. Pretty much the only thing that I don't like was in the last stage, there is no boss fight with old boss fight characters, which would have been great, is if all the levels in the final zone ended with a boss fight from the first game. That would have been really cool, and it would have made it a whole lot more entertaining than just going through another level that was essentially just harder than the last one, which basically took up an hour of recording. And our thing is, I just really want to verse Dingodile again. Trust me, I loved Dingodile showing up, but I just wanted to verse him again. I enjoyed fighting Dingodile because his boss fight in Crash Bandicoot Warped was probably one of my favorite boss fights in the entire game, just because of the "crack out the butter, I'm gonna make toast." I liked that line, and it just instantly I liked Dingodile, and I wanted to verse him again, but getting to play as him was pretty cool. And that is pretty much it. Just music was great, everything was great. It's just the gameplay itself. Crash Bandicoot is a game that requires fine-tuned gameplay in order to feel fun, because if your gameplay isn't fine-tuned for such delicate platforming as this, then it just gets really annoying when bugs or I'm trying to think of the word. Inconsistent. That's the word. It makes it really weird when in a game it requires fine-tuned platforming and you need to be very precise with how you jump, and yet bugs and imprecise button prompts basically just screw you over, and the game was rigged from the start. It was over. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you everybody so much for watching this amazing series of Crash Bandicoot 4. I'm very sorry that you didn't get to see all that footage of me playing the whole entire zone, but honestly, my mind can't take it anymore. I can't play that again. Who knows? I might do a stream on it eventually. But at the moment, nope. My heart, my mind can't do it. can't do it at all. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and thank you very much for watching this series of Crash Bandicoot 4. If you liked it, please hit the like button. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button to see more awesome, amazing series that are just like this one right here. I will be putting a vote on my poll in my Discord server, what game I'm gonna play next. I'm probably gonna chuck a Sonic game in there, maybe Cuphead as well. And yeah, that's how I'll do things. So, thanks again. Hope you all did enjoy this video and this series of Crash Bandicoot 4. And with that being said, this game is over! For good, maybe.